You ever tried to get a girl's number and she asked for your Instagram? And as soon as you gave her the Instagram, her face kind of just went like meh. She made this weird type of face. And then you notice that she never followed you back and she kind of just ghosted you. The reason why is because your Instagram sucks, right? You have a very bad Instagram. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can have a high quality Instagram, not only for success in dating and relationships, but for networking as well. Because as we all know, social media is the new age. Everybody's on social media, all the businesses, everybody's on social media. And if you're not leveraging social medias to your advantage, right? If you're not using it to get you more opportunities in dating, more opportunities in business, and just to level up yourself, then you're going to fall behind. Gone are the days where you can just give a girl your number and she doesn't even want to check out who you are as a person. She doesn't want to check your Instagram. She doesn't want to check your social media. Gone are those days, right? You have a very hard time just giving girls your phone number nowadays. They all just want to see your Instagram because it shows what type of person you are. It shows, are you a weirdo? She needs to make sure that you're not a serial killer, right? You tell her you don't have Instagram, and that's going to be a red flag for the girl. So let's get right into it. All right, so first up, your profile photo. In your profile photo, you got to make sure that it's a clear photo that actually shows your face, not someone else's face, not a cartoon character like right here. And the worst of all is no profile picture. Some of you guys really be DMing girls with no profile picture. You expect to get a response. This is why she's not responding to you. So these are some examples of bad profile pictures right here. Don't have like some mirror selfie where like your phone is covering half your face. Don't have some type of AI photo, some type of cartoon, right? I see this all the time. And once again, make sure you don't have no profile picture at all. Make it a clear photo of you. So right here, I have two examples. This is on the bottom left. That's my profile picture. You could clearly see my face. You could see my key qualities in my face. It's a high quality picture. This one is by King Keto. Some of you guys may know him. Brandon Carter. Clearly see his face. He's dressed nice, right? It's a professional taking photo. So take one of your best looking, high quality photos and just crop it into your face, or just ask a photographer to take a headshot of you, right? You have a really nice photo, just crop it in. If not, get a headshot. Once you got your profile picture in check, you got to make sure you have a nice bio. Some of you guys have these random ass bios. Like you either put in too much or too little. Bio should be simple, but should give a little bit of insight about what you're about, right? So for example, on the bottom left, this used to be my bio actually. When I made this presentation, I made this 1 year ago and I had a full lesson with my students, right? My students inside of my coaching program where I teach guys to get in the best shape of their life, lock in their mindset, lock in their habits. And one part of the coaching program is we help them optimize their social media for dating as well. So in the bio, last year, this is what my bio looked like, right? It was very simple. Now, like right now, it looks different. I'm using Instagram more so for business, but my Instagram back then wasn't so business orientated. It was very female gaze. I was just basically using Instagram as like a dating profile. So some things that you can put in your bio. Number one is just a quote or a motto that you live by. So for me, I had do more, talk less. You could say what you do, or you could have a combination of both. So for me, I kind of had a combination of both. I had a little quote, a little motto that I live by, do more, talk less. And then I had links to my fitness page and my clothing brand at the top, right? So that way people land on my page, girl lands on my page, she can see what I'm about. It's not completely empty. And right here on the right, we have more examples of bios that you can make yours like. So for example, once again, Brandon Carter, his Instagram is very business oriented. You're trying to have a personal brand. You're trying to really optimize your social media for networking, for business. This is the type of bio you want to go for. And this is very similar to the type of bio I have now. It says coach, because he's a coach. It says what he does. It says I help trainers grow their online fitness business, mentor to 15,000 plus students, motivational speaker, and then he has a keyword for people to DM him. This is very strategic because people land on his page, they see his content, they know exactly what he does, and they know how to reach him about what he does. I really like this guy, Jack Hopkins. He has a very nice bio. His Instagram is more of a mix of like business and dating. So his bio is similar to how I had mine before. Just a little quote, live fast, don't wait. And then it has a link to his website where people can learn more about his business and what he does. Some of you guys be acting like you're too cool for social media, but Jeff Bezos, one of the richest guys in the world, literally has an Instagram that he posts on every single day. The richest guy in the world is using Instagram to leverage his business. And you think you're too good for it. You think you're too cool to be on social media. For Jeff Bezos, his bio, very simple, straight to the point. It just lists all the companies he owns, Amazon, Blue Origin, Washington Post. Everybody knows who Jeff Bezos is, but his bio still clearly states anyways. So just don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to put your whole life story in your bio. Just something simple, and that's it. Next up, highlights. Highlights are exactly that. They are highlights of your life. Each highlight that you have on your profile should be labeled properly with what is within the highlight, and it shouldn't be mixed. So for example, some of you guys, you have highlights on your page and it just says highlights. Like I can't tell you how many times I've seen people will come to me for coaching. They were trying to make the Instagram look better for dating, for networking, and it would just say highlights. Highlights 1, highlights 2. Don't do that, right? Actually put in some effort. Some ideas for highlights that you can put on your page. Number 1, fitness/physique. All of you guys should be in the gym. All of you guys should be working on your physique. This is a perfect place to actually show off your physique. So have one for fitness, have one for travel, right? Show off your lifestyle. Have one for food, the food that you're eating, business, and style. These are some of the best ones because when a girl lands on your page, she's going to want to know that you're in great shape. She's going to want to know that you like to travel because women love to travel, and it's going to show that you could take her around the world. She's going to want to know that you like to eat good food because that means you could take her out to nice restaurants. Business, you already know for the networking aspect, and style, show people that you can actually dress and carry yourself properly. So once again, this is what my page looked like last year when I made this lesson, but I had one for style, I had one for my diet, I had a couple for my fitness, some travel, and just an overall lifestyle one. A couple more examples right here. In the middle, we have Austin Dunham. A lot of you guys may know who he is. Once again, his bio, very simple, states what he does, straight to the point, and his highlights are very simple too. He has a miscellaneous one with his style. He has testimonials for his business. That's very important if you're using your Instagram to promote your personal brand. He has a little bit about me section. He has a fitness section and an overall lifestyle section. On the bottom right, this is one of my guys. His name is Pure24Fit. You know, he makes like fashion, lifestyle, fitness content. Take a look at his highlights. He has one for fitness, one for his outfits, one for travel, one for what he eats, testimonials for his business, and his story. You wanted to combine personal brand and still have your Instagram look nice for women. This is what your highlights should look like, right? Straight to the point, no random, everything specifically labeled. And the highlights themselves should be high quality as well. Best believe when a girl lands on your page, the first thing she's doing is going through your highlights. All right, next up, it's going to be your grid. You have no photos. You have shitty photos. You're going to kill it all. You're not Bruce Wayne. You're not Batman. Don't try to be this mysterious guy, okay? You should have high quality photos. So one key point that you need to keep in mind about your grid is that it should be aesthetic and it should be organized. Your content should look professional, but not try hard. Ideally, what you want to have is an overall theme for your page. Figure out what type of character are you trying to portray to the world, right? We all have some sort of character in our mind of what we're trying to portray. Your Instagram is a perfect way to represent that, to make people view you the way you want to be viewed. So if you want to be viewed as that fitness influencer, then make sure all your content is about fitness. If you want to have like a mix, have a mix. Your photos should highlight your strengths and your life. Some ideas, mix of physique shots, You want to have some dressed up shots. You in a nice shirt, you in a nice polo, you in a suit. It's cool to have some casual shots. Maybe you wearing some streetwear. Mix in the streetwear and the dressed up shots. Show that you have multiple sides to your style, to your character, and you're not just one-sided. And make sure you have lifestyle. And if you're trying to do a personal brand, make sure obviously you have business content as well. The bottom left, that's what my grid looked like last year. Once again, perfect looking grid. You got me on vacation. You got me with my shirt off, showing off the physique, because I'm a fitness coach, right? You got me dressed up. You got some lifestyle videos. You got some more lifestyle, me dressed up. Once again, me on vacation. When a girl sees this, she's going to be like, damn, this guy has different qualities about him. He can dress nice. He takes care of his physique. He travels and he takes nice photos. Most guys, their Instagram is just full of gym selfies, them looking in the bathroom mirror and taking a photo. That's not what you want. You want to look professional, but not try hard. Someone who does a great example of this is this guy in the middle. This guy clearly got some money, but just take a look at his grid, right? First picture, him next to a helicopter. She's going to be like, whoa, who the fuck is this guy? And does he own this helicopter? Second picture, him in a suit. You got him on vacation with a dog. You got him boxing. Once again, him traveling, him dressed up. You got social shots. Social shots are very important. You can use those strategically to just show off that, yeah, you have a social life. When a girl sees this, she has some hints about who he is and what he does, right? And his personality. He's actually given something that you can work with. Another guy that does a great job of this is my guy, Jack Hopkins, bottom right. So once again, his page is more so self-improvement, fitness, lifestyle, and business orientated. So he does a great job of this because his page is more so catered toward the male audience, since most of his clients are males. But you can tell that he has some female gaze in his photos as well. First one, him working out. He got some girls in the back working out with him. Instantly sparks curiosity. Him dressed up in a nice setting. You got him in a Ferrari. You got some promotional pictures for his business. You got him with some girl on a motorcycle. Him with some more girls. You got some social shots, him traveling. This is what you want your Instagram to look like. Show that you have a life. Show that you have friends. Show that you can get other women, right? And that you take care of your physique, you take care of your looks. Another quick point that I gotta make is that if you're not in shape, if you don't dress well, your looks aren't on point. It doesn't matter how high quality your photos are. It doesn't matter how much you travel, how much you live your life, right? And how much you show it off on your Instagram. None of that shit is gonna matter because she won't be attracted to you in the first place. You gotta actually look the part first and then display it properly on social media. If you're out of shape, get that in check right now. Sign up for a gym right now. Like, turn off this video and sign up for a gym. If you can't dress, go watch some videos. I made a couple of videos on this already. And if you want some more in-depth help, just reach out to me on Instagram. Link is in the bio. This is exactly what I do. I coach guys on how to get in the best shape of their life while working full-time, how to dress better, and how to make their Instagrams look better. So just reach out to me. This is exactly what I coach my clients on. Once you get that in check, then you can actually worry about your grid. That's what your grid should look like. Next point, this is very important. A lot of guys overlook this. It's your follower to following ratio. If you have what we call a negative follower to following ratio, then you're just going to look like someone who's low value. Because if you take a look at any of the examples I showed you guys, even Jeff Bezos, Jack Hopkins, Austin Dunham, myself, none of them follow more people that follow them. It just looks low value. The truth is, why the fuck are you following so many people in the first place? You shouldn't be following no Instagram models. If a girl lands on your page, and I do this myself, before I do any business with somebody, I go into their following list. I look at who they follow, because who somebody follows tells you a lot about who they are. If they're following a bunch of OnlyFans models, a bunch of just meme pages, stupid bullshit like that, that tells me everything I need to know about that person. I don't want to do business with them. And best believe, women don't want to date someone who just follows a bunch of Instagram models that don't follow him back. General rule that I like to follow is you shouldn't be following people who don't follow you unless it's a business or some sort of high value creator who actually gives you value. There's a certain influencer that you watch, content creator, they give a lot of value and obviously they have a lot of status. Then yeah, you could follow them. They have no incentive to follow you back because they don't know who you are. You could follow them. That's perfectly fine. But don't just be following random people from your gym, from, your hometown, trying to get more followers. Looks needy. Ideally, what you want to have is a 3-to-1 ratio. This means that for every 3 followers, you follow 1 person, right? For every person you follow, you have 3 followers. That's what a 3-to-1 ratio is. You could do 2-to-1, but 3-to-1 is going to look the best. Next up is going to be your stories. Stories is what I call lead and nurturing. So if you're in business, you know that you have to nurture your leads, your prospects, in order for them to land a sale with you. It's the same thing in dating. You have to nurture your audience, aka the women constantly watch your stories, and you have to give them some bait to actually reach out to you. So your stories is going to be how you maintain your audience, your leads, your prospects, or women. You should be posting stories daily / consistently. So I would recommend at least post a few stories a day. Keep them engaged because at the end of the day, out of sight, out of mind. Some of you guys post 1 story every month. Once again, you think you're Batman, you think you're Bruce Wayne, but you're really not. You should post stories every single day and keep people up to date, especially if you have a personal brand. If you have a personal brand and you're not posting stories every single day, you're never going to make any money out of it. Post stories daily. When you post stories, you want to document your life from a strategic standpoint. Don't just take pictures randomly. You want to curate it a little bit. Just like your grid. You're not just going to put random photos in your camera roll on your grid. Now your stories can be a little less professional, obviously, than your grid because they're only up for 24 hours. You still want to have a specific plan with it. Few stories, ideas that you can make is you want to highlight parts of your day. When you're working out, you're at the gym, quick little photo of your workout. If you're having dinner, nice restaurant, post your dinner. Dress up, post the fit of the day. Different activities that you do throughout the day. If your goal is a personal brand, stories are critical in building your brand. You have no brand without stories. And if your goal is a personal brand, then your stories should document your journey of solving whatever problem that you have / behind the scenes of your latest project. Right now, like I mentioned, my Instagram right now is fully business oriented. Everything I post is strictly just for business. So I'm posting literally 15 to 20 stories every single day to nurture my audience, but I'm documenting the journey. So if I'm at the gym and I had some sort of experience that really opened up my mind, okay, I take out my phone, I speak to the camera, and I share my experience, share the lesson with my audience. 15, 20 stories if you have a personal brand. If you're just doing it for dating, 5 stories max a day, right? You don't want to do anything more because once you post too many stories, Instagram actually lowers your reach on the stories. So you want to have about 1 to 5 stories so they keep watching. The most important part about stories is they should show off your lifestyle, but subtly. You don't want to be doing too much. If you're at the gym, one of the biggest mistakes I see guys make. If you're at the gym, you post your workout or you post your physique, you don't have to do a double biceps. You don't have to do a whole flex, like a whole posing for the camera. Just a quick little tease subtly of your physique. Maybe pop the shirt up, show off the abs. Little video of you working out, doing your workout, wearing a tank top, wearing a nice shirt. That's enough. Because when you start doing too much, that actually turns them off. They're going to see that. They're going to be like, okay, this guy is doing too much. He has a nice physique, but he's trying way too hard to get attention. You want to show it off subtly. Let's say you got a really nice car. You don't want to be that guy that's constantly posting your car every single day. Like, yeah, we get it, bro. You got money. You might show maybe the steering wheel, maybe you getting out the car. You show these things off subtly. You got a Rolex. You don't post your Rolex every single day. You may post a picture of you dressed up and you just so happen to be wearing the Rolex. Just so happen to be wearing the AP. Everything needs to be subtle. Chances are you're doing too much. Last point, and that's going to be maintenance. So once you got the Instagram locked down, you got the photos locked down, stories locked down, you got the women on your Instagram, you got the leads, you got the sales, right? You got the clientele. This is how you actually maintain your little rotation and your clients, right? If you're doing it for business. Photos should be uploaded on a consistent basis. If you're doing it for dating, at least once a month, you should be posting a photo. If you're doing it for personal branding reasons, you should post at least once every 2 weeks, and you should be posting reels every single day. A general point is that photos and reels are what bring new people to your page. Okay? People who don't know who you are, women who don't know where you are, people who are just scrolling on Instagram, they find you through your photos and through your reels. What keeps your audience and actually has them follow you for a long time is your stories, right? So you bait them with the photos, with the reels, and then you keep them with the stories, right? And you actually develop that personal relationship with them. Quick point about tags. You know how you have tagged photos on your page? You want to have tagged photos off. Don't let people just tag you in random photos, especially if you have a big page. This is going to fuck up the aesthetic of your page. And let's say you got a nice Instagram, right? You're looking good, and your homie takes a photo of you where you're looking crazy in it, or maybe you're doing something that you don't really want to be out there, and he tags you with it. Anybody that goes on your page, they check your tagged photos instantly. They see that photo, and it lowers their perception of you. So make sure you only have tagged photos on approved only, or just have them off. One more point about the stories is that think about stories like bait, right? A lot of you guys, you just cold DM prospects, cold DM women, and you wonder why you get no response. You want to bait them into DMing you first. This goes for women and sales. You're trying to get someone to buy your product. You want them to reach out to you. They're already investing in you by reaching out first. How do you get them to reach out first? You gotta engage with the audience. So you post the high quality stories. You highlight parts of your day. You could do little polls on your stories. I like to do Q&As. Q&As are fire. You post a Q&A once a week. You have a nice Instagram. Women are constantly gonna be sending you questions. You gotta give them like a little excuse to reach out to you, because no woman, unless you're like really good looking and you have really high status, they're not just gonna hit you up like, hey, I think you look good out of nowhere. You gotta give them like a little something to work with. So you post that little subtle physique shot, she might just swipe up. You post a Q&A, she might just type something in. But if you post those stories and you think you're Batman, it'll never work out. So make sure you engage with your audience that way. So yeah, boys, that is exactly what you need to have a high quality Instagram for dating and for networking, whichever. All of these principles apply. Once again, all my clients literally got this lesson last year. And the reason why I'm making this public for free right now is because I'm working on a more in-depth guide, step-by-step, with photo examples and everything. So I may make that public eventually, probably not for a while. But for now, if you follow the step-by-step guide, your Instagram is going to be way better than it was before. And you're going to finally start having women DM you first, actually convert those dates, right? Convert those numbers and those Instagrams into dates. Maybe even get some sales out of it as well. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you boys in the next one. Stay dominated.